everybody, it's Uncle Scott. Welcome back to the QwerkyReax channel. First things first, I chapter all my videos, so if you don't want to hear my intro or spiel leading up to it, and you just want to get to the music and the reaction, just use that scroll bar and slide on over to where you want to be. Also, this video is not a replacement for the actual artist's music and video. I link both of those, both their channel and the music video, in the description below, so please check them out and support their work. There's going to be a lot of stopping when I do it, so if you want to hear it in its entirety after you watch mine, go watch theirs. We are showing a dear friend of the channel a bunch of new artists. I'm taping this all in one day, but I'm spreading it out amongst the channel at different parts, so this is part of that groove. If you saw, she already reacted to Dimash, but first let's bring her in. Cristal, welcome back. Now that you have the M&M container open, are you happy?
Yes, very.
Very happy.
I'm just snacking. Like, yeah.
Love it. So the next person I'm going to show you is Lara Fabian, and she is one of the people that Dimash actually looks up to and is inspired by. So it's one of his favorite artists. So I thought it was fitting that I should play her next for you.
Okay.
And they even have duets together at some point if you wanted to see them together. But anyway, let me show you what she's got going on. This song is Je Suis Malade, which I believe is French. But I've got the closed captions on for you, so you'll be able to see. This is in front of a live audience. And it's definitely a different vibe from SOS by Dimash. But I won't say any more than that. I'll just get to it. Here you go.
All right.
Je ne rêve plus, je ne fume plus, je n'ai même plus d'histoire. Je suis laide sans toi, je suis sale sans toi, comme une orpheline dans un dortoir. Je n'ai plus envie de vivre ma vie. Ma vie c'est quand tu pars. Je n'ai plus de vie, et même mon lit se transforme en quai de gare. Quand tu t'en vas, je suis malade, complètement malade. Comme quand ma mère sortait le soir et qu'elle me laissait seule avec mon désespoir. Je suis t'en fous comme un rocher, comme un péché. Je suis accrochée à toi, je suis fatiguée, je suis épuisée de faire semblant d'être heureuse. Quand ils sont là, je bois toutes les nuits et tous les whisky pour moi. Oh, le même goût et tous les bateaux portent ton drapeau. Je ne sais plus où aller, tu es partout, je suis malade.
I have to stop it because of like YouTube stuff, but it's so hard to stop her because I get so into the performance.
Oh my god. Like, you can tell she's like really into whatever it is that she's saying. Like
Right.
saying I'm sick, like I don't know what to do without you.
Yeah.
Like that. damn. Like, I was really like, just, I'm like reading what she's saying while hearing her sing, but also looking at how she's performing. She's engaged. And like, we've seen in the past with certain performances, where sometimes, and it's not a bad thing in either case, in my opinion, where the lyrics for somebody is so meaningful they get lost in the
For
music,
sure.
and so they don't interact with the crowd. But, and while that's one form of artistry, it's not a bad form. I think it's beautiful when that happens. um it is a total different monster to be enamored. Enamored is the right word, question mark, perhaps, who knows. Be enamored by your words, by like what you're singing, but then also being engaged with the crowd and
Hmm.
like looking at them in the eye as if you were singing this to them, or to that individual that's standing there, because I see her like looking down as she's like, so I'm assuming it's a crowd there.
Yeah, it is.
So um it's a, she has like a very very heavy stage presence, and like you can just tell that, I don't know what's happened in her life, if this is something that she have has written herself. um but it's like she can really, I, without a doubt, I can tell she can relate to what she's singing.
Yeah, she's feeling it for sure.
Hmm.
I something struck me, Crystal, as I was listening to this, and I've heard this song many times because I've reacted to it, and then I love her voice in this. And what I thought I was going to talk to you about was I've always had trouble describing the word I always want to use is dainty, and it's the wrong word. But like, there's something so elegant and soft about her voice, but she's hitting every note at the exact like register and like timbre that she should be hitting it at. And what hearing it this time made me think of, and guys, this is going to be a little bit out of left field, but bear with me because I think Crystal's going to know exactly what I'm talking about. This is making me think of what our conductor told us at rehearsal last night. And remember, he was talking about how he wanted to feel the like the crescendo and the swing of the notes, and it wanted it legato so that it all went together, but it didn't, like, so that you felt it but you didn't really know it was happening. He didn't want the audience to know it was happening, even though we were intentionally doing it. And I
I know
feel
what you're
like
talking
she's
about.
doing that right in this song. Like,
Like, she is like, she, it's basically like she has like a really crazy control over her voice, because I
oh
agree with you 100% in terms of how she's playing with the dynamics, like going softer when she's talking about the pains that she feels, where she's like, I don't know where to go, I'm lost, like my bed is empty, like even my bed, like my room turned into a train station, whatever it was, like something, that's something station,
right.
like basically like you come and go, that's all you do here.
Yeah.
Like that's what I was getting from that. Like, um or like my room is a pit stop. Crazy. um God damn it, I had a train of thought and it fucking left. But like, it was something, oh, I was gonna say that in terms of like when she's speaking about like things that like to her is like hurtful, she gets quiet, she gets meek, she's like small in the moment. And then when she's saying like I'm sick, almost as if she's proclaiming that she is like,
Yeah.
and that's so similar to what our conductor was saying last
Legit.
night.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god, wait, yo. He was like, where it like legit feels like you're proclaiming,
Right.
hey, this is what's happening, bro, I'm sick, help, like almost like, damn, like I don't know what's happening. It's almost like she's like crying out, like someone noticed me, I'm not okay,
I was
you
just
know.
about to say she's doing it. So the difference last night, guys, we're performing a thing. It's a Bach piece. That's the next thing that we're performing. It's very complicated, very intense. And we were going over it last night, and our conductor was telling us that he wants it to feel lighter So he was saying, I want you to proclaim the words and like, and, but have like a legato-ness, which is like a smoothness to it, but also like kind of like a, like there,
Like
he
a
wanted like a,
decrescendo to crescendo.
yeah, like a swing to it almost, not like in tempo, but in effect. And the what she's doing though, you just tapped on is what I was just about to say, Crystal. It's like she's crying out in pain, but it's like a lovesick pain. So she's like, but when she does that in the lyrics, she's doing it with her voice. And so it's like, and it just transmits. Like if we didn't have the captions, we would know what she's feeling and saying. And that is the beauty of her performance, I think. Which is why I
I
was
feel like
excited to
though,
show it to you.
I feel like though, there's some music, and this music, and if let's say I didn't have the captions,
Yeah.
you can almost tell that she's talking about something in terms of love.
Yeah, that's what I
Like
mean.
it
Yeah.
sounds really sad.
Yeah.
Like it's just like something is wrong. You know what I mean?
And it's
And
and it's and it's hurting her heart. Like it
right, like you
yeah.
can tell that it's something because, and whether that's illness, whether that's loss, whether that's love sickness, who knows? Because if it's in a different language, I could never know like what is actually being said. But just based on like how she's singing it,
Yep.
the notes being used, the chords in the back, it's giving. I'm depressed as fuck right now. So it's like, it's like she just has like a beautiful way of telling her story, even though I don't speak French.
Right.
I am a Spanish speaker. You know what I mean?
I
That's
am
what I
aware.
do. Like that's what I do. So it's like it's still beautiful because honestly, I was even going to say the way she sings reminds me of a lot of Latin and Hispanic singers
Hmm.
when she is like that proclaiming, like when she's saying like da da da, that vibrato. Whenever I hear, especially a female singer in Latin or Hispanic spaces, that's the sound I hear. Where
Hmm.
it's still like it's like that pain of like almost a good way to describe it is like, have you ever heard like a mariachi band and they're
Of course.
singing about something really
Yeah, yeah,
sad?
yeah.
You hear that rasp in their voice, regardless with that. They don't. I don't know how it is, but they know how to trill
Yep.
till they're live, girl. But it's like she has a beautiful vibrato with the way that she sings, but it's also the way that she's able to kind of, funny enough, like Lord of the Rings, kind of snatch that shit up when she doesn't need it,
For
like
sure.
just straight one tone singing. That's it.
Yeah.
But so people don't get mad in the comments because we be talking.
Well, yeah. Well, this is what I think is one of the cool things about when I get to react to stuff with you is we can talk about it musically. And what's crazy to me is we literally, guys, I'm not lying, and she just backed me up. Like our conductor was literally going over this last night. Like he spent like
Damn.
10 minutes on this.
I'm gonna have to go over my notes because I was trying to annotate the music while we were there, but it one things were going real fast, so I was like, oh shit, we have to flip back. I couldn't do shit, so I'm definitely gonna have to do that after we're done recording because Jesus Christ, this just kind of refreshed my mind on that whole thing because I love. Don't get me wrong. While Bach is one of like old and ancient and classical and whatever you want to call it, it is still beautiful. I did back in like 2019 at the end of 2019 I did my Nificat, and it was very similar to what we're doing with the B minor mass, where it's like uh very much like a lot of riffs everywhere.
Yeah.
We're like layered, and it almost sounds like if it's not done well, it sounds like noise.
Yeah, it
So
sounds like a cacophony instead of like something that's
like a
choral,
fucking symphony.
Yeah, without a
Yeah, no,
doubt.
it gets complicated. It's
Not that we
but
sounded like that last night at all. No, never. Uh,
A little bit. Let's not lie now.
Well, he also, to be fair, we had just like rehearsed a whole bunch of it before he got there, and then he gets there and he's like, "Let's double time it," and just
Yeah,
like
no, he really
increased the
said
tempo
fuck that.
and was like, "Oh, and by the way, stop looking at your music." And we're like, "Bro, it's like week 2 of having the music. Lord of the Rings was last weekend. Like, bro."
Huh. Homie is not thinking about that shit.
No.
Nah, remember what you said to me. I can't use it as an excuse. And what did I say? I'm using it.
Well,
I
you
don't give a fuck.
no, you can't use it as an excuse. Why though? Why did I say you couldn't use it as an excuse?
Nope, I don't want to hear it.
Exactly. She don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it.
Because you ditched
using
last
it,
week's
I'm
rehearsal
using
and
it.
I
It
didn't.
don't
I
matter.
went. I went to rehearsal last week.
I did not. I was
Right.
tired as fuck. By my own issues, but besides the point.
No, I got you. All right, we got to get into the right headspace. We got to get back to Lara because we left her hanging in the middle of her lovesick aria.
My bad. She was talking. She was
talking, and we've let her down. So
my bad.
let's
assist.
Lara, that's our fault. We're sorry.
My bad.
Respectfully, continue to wow us with your beautiful voice. Here we go.
Right.
Partout, je suis malade, complètement malade. Je verse mon sang dans ton cœur et je suis comme un oiseau mort. Quand tout est du dos, je suis malade, parfaitement malade. Tu m'as privé de tous mes chants, tu m'as vidé de tous mes mots. Pourtant, je crois que j'avais du talent. Avant ta peau, cet amour m'a tué. Si ça continue, je crèverai seule avec moi, près de ma radio, comme un gosse idiot, en écoutant ma propre voix qui chantera. Je suis malade, complètement malade, comme quand ma mère sortait le soir et qu'elle me laissait seule avec mon désespoir. Je suis malade, c'est ça, je suis malade. Tu m'as privé de tous mes chants, tu m'as vidé de tous mes mots et j'ai le cœur complètement malade, cerné de barricades. T'entends, je suis
God damn.
Bro. Yo, tell me that acapella part isn't fire. Like when she just like they all go silent and she's just like, I don't need any reference notes, thank you. Watch this.
Yo.
Boom.
No, her presence on stage is legitimately incredible. Like no joke. I just have to like stop and just kind of
Take
listen.
it. Yeah.
It's just like listen. Like what the fuck?
I almost stopped it after the acapella and I took one look at you and I'm like, oh, I can't do that to her. She's in it right now. Like
yeah, I was like I'm like listening. I'm like, bro, wait.
Yeah.
Oh God. And when she like wiped her cheek, she said,
yep.
Fuck you. And then continue singing. Yo, that was such a fuck you moment. Like, yo.
Well, she
Bro,
does that.
She does
that, and then she does the acapella as if to be like, you asked for this. Like,
Girl, like that was like it was like, while I still love you, you not finna see me cry.
that's right.
Anyway.
That's right.
Toss, bitch. Like, period.
Yep.
Yo, no, she fucking ate that shit up. I can't. Nah.
She's
She.
she's really
Who is
solid,
this
right?
diva? Girl.
Now imagine also, I can show you sometime if you're interested. She does a duet with Damash, like live in concert.
No, what does
Bro,
that look like?
it's like, yeah. And it's because Damash has a lot of respect for her. And this guy who's like really well known, his name's Igor, I think. He composed, he used to compose a lot of music for Lara. I've gleaned all of this from the comments. He used to compose a lot of stuff for Lara, and then Damash came along and he started composing stuff for Damash too. And so then they started like doing stuff together, and like Damash would do covers of Lara's stuff. And like, so it's just like grown into this like amazing musical like universe. And
Hmm.
they just crush. They just crush.
Interesting. Like, I'm wondering because she has. Well, I could imagine she has a beautiful voice. It's just I was shown operatic. This is very much like ballad. While that's not too far from it, I feel like those were two very different genres. So I'm like, how? What does that look like? You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
she can do operatic too. They both can. And one of the songs they sing together in a duet, they actually do with a as a trio with a third woman, and she's her name's Ida Garofalina, I think. And they do, and that song is like almost like true opera where they're going like back and forth. But
Okay.
it's really really dope.
Because I think I did remember you like saying that, and I'm
Hmm.
like, okay. Now that I've heard her, I have like when I say I have a hard time like seeing that together, it's not because I doubt that she can do like that in terms of like her voice. I at this point have no doubts because that breath control at the end,
Yeah.
belting that note through and through for that long hurt, girl. So
Especially after the performance she just did.
right, so it's just like, are you okay? Like, is your throat all right? Did we drink water? You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Like, girl, I know your throat hurt now. Am I? Maybe not, because if she's saying it actually in like the right way, she probably might not have felt that shit. But who knows? I
Yeah.
just like, in terms of just like what I saw personally, I was like, it just made me wonder, like, what did that look like? Like, is it the duet specifically that they did? Is it like a, is it ballad? Is it kind of similar to what he did before, or
It's they've done a couple together. The one that I'm thinking of off the top of my head is more operatic. It's like an aria exchange back and forth.
okay?
Uh,
Ooh, I love me a nice aria.
yeah, well, and especially with him, who he sounds like he's a freaking like soprano opera singer some of the time. Like it's insane.
Girl,
Uh,
what do you even call someone that's able to sing that, like that range?
that
Because like,
incredible range. I know exactly what you call that person.
like I'm just saying, like, what do you? There needs to be a technical term for it.
There is
What? What?
Damash.
But you get on my nerves. You get on my damn nerves. Yo, like, I'm over here like there needs to be a technical term.
Oh my god. There are so many people watching this that think that was the perfect response, just so you
No,
know. Um
absolutely not. I want an answer. I just want to know because I just like there needs to be a word for someone that is like able to just quite literally pick out of whatever section and be like, yeah, I'll do that.
yeah,
Sure.
alien is another word. Like I don't know how he
Okay.
does it.
Yes, sir.
Um This is a lot of fun. I'm very much enjoying showing you new artists for you to like kind of nerd out over with me, because I just love that kind of music. So thank you again for being willing to do this. We're gonna keep the magic carpet ride going, guys. But for you, this is gonna be the end of this video. So, Cristal, thank you. I will see you in a little bit after I say goodbye to everybody else. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Us, you know, I appreciate you, especially if you made it this far. And don't know where you are in your work week because I don't know when I'm posting this, but I hope it's been a banger week. I hope the weekend or your time off is even better. And please don't wait for life to be easy to be happy.